What's going on, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I have for you guys the 87 overall Willie Mays debut. I'm going to be completing his moments right here. This was probably the toughest mission, was the 4 home runs, 4 stolen bases with the 87 overall Willie Mays. They did give you a boosted Willie Mays when you're trying to complete that mission, but definitely the toughest. I had to complete it with inside the park home runs for the most part, and then I did hit a few no-doubters to opposite field and pulled a couple home runs as well, but this was the last home run of the mission. That was in my very last game as well, so I had to clutch it up and hit that home run, or else I would have had to reset the game series and everything. That happened a couple times, but I wanted to show you guys that quick clip. And then I also have the Juan Marichal complete game. I had the bases loaded and 1 out, and I got the double play ball. Pretty crazy way to end it. If they would have made an error right there, I would have gave up a run and had to restart the entire game. But anyway, we do get the 87 overall Diamond Willie Mays, a pretty good card. He doesn't have very good stats versus righties, 59, 59, but his lefty stats are pretty good at 98 and 73. He does have pretty high vision at 89, and his speed is at 92. So definitely a good card overall. And he's going to be making his debut against a really good team here. This guy's got Frank Thomas and Pudge Rodriguez. He's got Pudge in the 8 spot, so that's pretty interesting to see. But to start off the game, he's got Kenny Lofton hitting a fly ball to Ronald Acuna out there in left field. He's going to make the play there. And now we have Mike Trout. We're facing Mike Trout here, first time facing him. And I got him with the curveball. We have Walker Buehler on the mound, and that knuckle curveball is really effective with Walker Buehler. But here's the first at-bat for Willie Mays, and we're facing a lefty, so it should be a pretty good debut video to get a chance to see what he can do. But there I just swung at a sweeping curve a little bit late. Same thing there, a changeup. I was late. I don't know if it was because I was grinding some of these moments out and switching up the difficulty, going back to online. My timing was a little bit off, but Pablo Sanchez is ripping a base hit up the middle. And that brings up Ronald Acuna later on in the bottom of the second inning. And I was early on that one. I timed that one up pretty well. Hit it into the gap. That was a pitch also right over the middle of the plate, so that definitely helps when you barrel up a ball right down the middle. But Trevor Story is going to send one into right field. I'm not going to risk it there with Ronald Acuna. There's just no point because he does have a good arm out there in right field. I think it was Joey Bats. And now we have Josh Donaldson up at the plate. Nobody out. I was able to get to second base with Trevor Story, and I grounded out to shortstop there. Probably would have been a double play, but luckily I was able to advance to get Trevor Story to third base there. And now I'm ripping a sac fly to center field with Matt Chapman. That's going to be just deep enough to score the run. If that throw is on line, on target, he's probably out. But already in the 4th inning, I have the gold bar of confidence facing Mike Trout, and I get him to pop up to the catcher, Pablo Sanchez. I do have a maxed out creative player, Pablo Sanchez. He does have 80 contact on both sides, 105 power on both sides, but only 69 vision. And definitely a good overall card. He has 80-something fielding, 99 arm strength. So until I get that Pudge, my creative player at catcher is going to be the move. But there, Acuna hit a ball off the wall for a triple. And then Trevor Story is sending a base hit to right field just late, and his fielder didn't even go for it. We move up to 814 rating into the CS division. And I pulled Marcell Ozuna out of my gold pack from that. But I also wanted to show you guys my stats real quick before we jump into the next game. I'm hitting 371 with a round of 3 ERA, slugging at a 641. My fielding percentage is pretty good after having some errors early on in ranked seasons, but at a 21-3 record, or 21-2 record, pretty good overall. This opponent has AJ Burnett, and I recognize this guy's PSN. I'm not quite sure if I just recognize it. I don't know if I've seen him before or seen him on the leaderboards, but it looks familiar to me. And very first batter, Trevor Story is going to send that one over the fence for a home run. Great way to start this game. AJ Burnett serving one up for a solo shot. And now he has Johnny Damon up at the plate. We haven't really seen this Johnny Damon used by anybody, but he does hit a single off of my pitcher as well. Pablo Sanchez unable to make the play off the pitcher's bounce. But brings up Joey Gallo, another one off the pitcher. And I'm not going to be able to get anybody out right there. Josh Donaldson is playing first base. He only has bronze fielding. He's playing in a secondary position. I went ahead and walked this creative player to face this Richie Ashburn. I didn't think he was going to do any damage, and he sends a base hit up the middle. That's going to score 2 runs. And now it's a 3-0 game already in the first inning. And now Good thing I got this Francisco Lindor because he makes a game-saving play. That would have scored 2 more runs there, and I would have been down 5-0 before I even had a chance to hit again. So I did pick that Francisco Lindor up by selling Giancarlo Stanton. I really like Giancarlo Stanton, but since I got Willie Mays for the outfield, I figured I would go with a better overall infielder and try that Francisco Lindor out, even though Fernando Tatis Jr. and Eloy Jimenez were just released today. I probably could have got that Tatis, but I was waiting for his price to go down. I figured I would try Francisco Lindor out in the meantime. And at the same time, I do want to get that Tatis, and I'll probably end up selling Lindor eventually. But here he is in second or third at bat, and he's going to send one into the gap. That was a nice swing, but Richie Ashburn is tracking that one down, so he has been killing me in this one. I squared up a few balls in this game so far, and just wasn't getting the result I was looking for. There I hit a nice ball with Andrew Jones to right field. That's going to be deep at the track and caught by Richie Ashburn. It's unfortunate, but some of the balls I was squaring up were not going anywhere, and then the opponent is ripping a late base hit. I also missed my spot on that one, but he was definitely getting more rewarded than I was, and not saying that I wasn't getting rewarded at all. I only had 2 hits, and the balls I was hitting were right to him. They were still hit hard, but it just seemed that his base hits were falling in this situation, and that happens at times. I mean, I just have to keep trying to pitch, trying to get out of the inning without giving up any runs. Here I went to Chris Sale, the silver, and that hit blooped in. I don't know what happened with the clip right there, but Johnny Damon is sending one into center field. That's going to be a 5-1 game. And now Cal Ripken is ripping one to the right side. So this guy was on fire. He was hitting the baseball, and he probably could have scored there because I canceled the throw. I messed up the throw there. But anyway, we still have a chance. There's still a couple more innings left. I have Trevor Story up at the plate here, hitting one into center field. That one finally fell for a base knock. So something to start this inning off. And now I went to Corey Seager, who I picked up. He's going to be my pinch hitter right here. And he sends one into center field. That's going to be deep enough for a sac fly there as Trevor Story comes in to score. From third base, Matt Chapman is on first over there, and that brings up Willie Mays. Haven't really got anything going with Willie Mays so far, but that's going to be a hard base hit to third base, and his fielder is unable to make the play, so he's going to beat that out. I went ahead and brought in Goose Gossage because there's still a fighting chance in this game. It's only the 7th inning, and I'm down by 3 runs, but I need to get something going right now. It's getting late in the game, top of the 8th inning, only 6 outs left to work with, but I do have Pablo Sanchez up, and he's going to send one into left field, just out of reach of Acuna out there, and I'm lucky that he wasn't able to track that one down because a leadoff double, that changes the entire inning. I'm trying to get a rally started, and I have Andrew Jones up at the plate. He's going to rip a base hit into left field, and that's going to bring up Ronald Acuna with 2 guys on base, and I'm looking to do some damage here. I got first and third. I'm looking for a pitch over the middle of the plate, and he throws a curveball, and that's going to be a no-doubt home run, a 3-run shot to tie up the game. And that's huge to tie up the game this late in this one. But in the top of the 10th inning, we have Andrew Jones up once again, and he's sending another base hit into the gap. This Andrew Jones has been an absolute stud for me ever since I picked him up, and he's pretty cheap. I picked him up for $27,000, and I think he's around the same price. He's going for right around $24,000. I picked him up a few days ago, but definitely a good card overall. And then Acuna, the player of the game for this one, he is going to jam one into right field. That's going to allow Andrew Jones' 72 speed to come around and score. That's huge because now at the bottom of the 10th inning, I didn't really have many guys left in the bullpen. I had Goose Gossage, but he was tired. He was in a couple innings of work, and I figured I would go with Jose Leclerc. I did bring in the Silver Gagne. I completed the conquest for the Silver Gagne. Also a very effective relief pitcher. But there I got the strikeout facing Edwin Encarnacion. And move up to 832 in this one. The DS is pretty tough. I know I'm going to go up against a lot of good players and a lot of good teams. So let me go ahead and open up some show packs. I'm going to open up a few of these. I'm not going to open up this entire bundle because I'm going to include the rest of it in another video. But let's see if we can pull a diamond or at least someone good. There's a gold card right off the bat. So hopefully it's Ronald Acuna. That card is going for around 10,000 stubs. It is not. It looks like Mini Minoso. So a card I'm not too familiar with, a player I'm not too familiar with, but he definitely has good stats in this game. I haven't really tried him out, but I just went ahead and sold him anyway. But 84 overall. He plays good defense out there. So let's see if we can get somebody better. I'm looking for a Mike Trout or possibly a Giancarlo Stanton. That's who I sold in order to pick up Francisco Lindor. I really did like his card though. I would be down to pull him in a pack here for a lot cheaper than what I paid for him. But we'll see what happens. And I do have a couple other packs as well. I'll probably save those for the rest of the video. But I'll open up a couple more here and see if we can get lucky. But, I mean, so far, I've already pulled 2 diamonds in Steven Strasburg and Chris Bryant. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll open up the remainder of those packs in another video along with some more gameplay. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed, please leave a thumbs up. Peace out.